It's 63. All right. Family Room Podcast, episode 63. Yeah, we got the drops back, baby. I'm Mike Rome.
Jesse Williams.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, not too bad, man. Had a good week. I went out last night. Had a long night, and I don't have long nights. Mm-hmm. So
I know, man. When I called you, I was jealous. I called you when your sister picked up the phone. Y'all would sound like y'all was having a great time. I was like, man, I wish I was out there.
Man, it's just at the little local bar spot.
I feel it.
I mean, just the three of us.
I feel it. How was that? Did y'all have to have the mask on and all of that?
We were sitting outside, the social distancing, so no, we didn't have our mask on.
Got you. Because the little bar that me and DeAndre used to hit, he told me it's back open. He was like, yeah, we should mess with it. But he said he gonna cool it until he get his new spot. I was like, I don't know if I want to go, but same type of deal. They got that big outside area out back, so that's probably what they got going on.
And they wasn't allowing people to, like, inside. Like, if you was inside, you had to stand. You know what I mean? They weren't trying to let people be comfortable in there.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
How was your week, man? Pretty
good. I didn't do too much of anything. Just a chill, regular week. I had my Saturday show. Actually, yesterday I was a guest on somebody's podcast.
That's dope.
Get the name. His name is Eric. The name of his channel on YouTube is Big Mood TV. I think the name of his podcast is Heart Over. Dang, that's janky. I can't remember my guy's the name of his show, but it was dope. Dope. He got a whole they got a studio and right there in Barrio Logan, like a studio set up in there. It's dope. I'll be putting out some clips of that tomorrow.
For sure.
That'd be dope. Oh, on Friday rather. When this comes out. Yeah, man. Other than that, man, just a chill, regular week. You know what I'm saying? Had a few people. I put out the video about the teen center. Had a few people hit me up like, "Oh yeah, when you trying to do that?" So already a few people reaching out, wanting to help out with that. So that's pretty dope.
That emotion, that's what's up.
That's pretty dope. So yeah, man. I just been kicking it, chilling. I took the boys to the park yesterday, and the parks are finally back open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Parks are back open, so I took both the boys to the park yesterday. Max was knocked out.
Afterwards?
Yeah, and we me and him sat in the shade the whole time while Baron was on the playground. Yeah. And he was still that sun zapped him. He was done so.
That's what's up, though. Mm-hmm. Slept all night? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's up. And missed them outdoors, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to take my nephews to the park.
I'm gonna start doing that a lot more often. Either way, I'm gonna have to wake up early and drop Keisha off and keep the car, or we should be getting a new car pretty soon. So that way, she'll just take her car and I'll still have the other car. So yeah. Those
outings is everything now. So, you know what I mean? It made everybody appreciate those little walks and the little walks and the hikes, because I know I did. I took them for granted when it was open, but now that it was gone,
right?
Well, let me get out there and
That's a fact.
For real.
That's a fact. Okay, I can't wait. Especially I'm gonna be putting my car in the shop soon. My Honda that's stuck in San Diego, I'm gonna be putting it in the shop soon. I almost got all the money for my lens. Yeah. Got all the money for my lens. We're going to do a job tonight. And I'm pretty sure it's not all of it, but I'm pretty sure when I hit the dude up that I'm buying the lens from, I tell him what I got, he'll give it to me right now, and I'll give him the rest soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he'll do it. So that's pretty dope. So after I brought that up to say, after I get the lens, then I'm gonna start stacking up the bread to put my car in the shop. So that'd be dope.
Yeah, that's what's up. Man, I told you about them Lakers. I told you that he was gonna win 2 games though.
Yeah, you did. I was hoping they got the gentleman sweep on everybody.
Yes, of course, because they had the Mamba Blacks on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That was the main. I always for sure wanted to go out in that the first time too. That would have been dope.
Yeah, that would have been super dope.
I knew their shooting would get them 1 game and Jimmy would get them another game. But boy, them Lakers is a different breed though. Braun is that boy Braun different.
It's so much more fun, way different, super different. It's so much more fun. I was telling my mom, it's so much more fun to watch basketball now that being a Laker fan now that the Lakers are back good. Because before it was fun watching the Warriors do their thing. It was dang, these niggas can shoot from everywhere, and LeBron really out here dropping triple doubles and having 50, and this nigga JR tricked the game off, and it's exciting, but it's a different feeling when your team in the mix like that. It's way different. It's so much more fun, so much more exciting. And even in that blowout, when it was happening, normally if that had happened in game 1, I'd have been yeah, let these niggas know. If it had happened in game 2, I'd have been oh, this ain't even really a
good series.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was happy. I was happy when Jimmy Butler started going crazy and they got that game, because I was oh, it's competitive now. And even though I wanted them to end it in Game 5. I wanted Game 5 to be competitive, but we still win Game 5. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy.
That's how it was supposed to be if Danny Green didn't smoke him.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think? LeBron make the right play? Or is he supposed to shoot that?
His nature, he made the right play for who he is. He stayed true to who he is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I don't fault people for that.
Right.
I would have liked him to take the shot only because, nigga, we all knew that when this moment came, how Danny Green was playing all year, he's gonna miss that shot. You see what I'm saying? So for that purpose alone, I wouldn't have swung it to him. But that nigga was naked. Like, he was open.
I think you would have swung it.
Who, me?
I think you would have swung
Not to him up at the top. I think that, like, when you take that picture, that still picture of when all those dudes are on Braun before he made the pass, you see AD cutting baseline. You know what I mean? Behind Jay Crowder. Then there was, who was that? Was that KCP over here in the corner, on the opposite corner? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have thrown it behind me to Danny Green. Nah, I don't think. I would have took the shot, tried to throw the lob to AD or kick it out. Because there was only Jay Crowder on protecting that whole side of the court.
I feel it. I'm like, man, he got a professional shooter. He literally gets paid to shoot those shots.
Yes.
And he got him on wide open. Like, you can't be mad at him for that.
Not at all.
But I'm not mad at, like, someone asked Damian Lillard what he thought. He was like, no, Bron made the right play. He was like, but I would have shot it on both them niggas, though. That's what Damian Lillard said. He's like, I would have shot it on both of them niggas.
Facts, because I feel like this, like, there's the superstars, the elites, the Brons, the Kobes, they're meant to take that shot. I feel like it's in their DNA, no matter who's guarding them. You know what I mean? And as a fan of how I view the game, we gonna live and die with that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm never opposed for the best player taking the last second shot. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I'm never opposed to it, but when the best player makes the right play, I'm not ever gonna be like, oh, he should have done something differently. No. I'm not gonna be mad at either decision,
especially when he passed it to somebody wide open like that.
And the guy who's supposed to make that shot, it's not like he found. I mean, even like you would have like any skill. I was about to say any skill player that wide open, you would want them to knock that down. But it's the last second. It's a pressure shot. Danny Green's played in the finals before. He's a 2-time champ. He's taken and made big shots before, and this one's wide open.
That one was directly straight on. I'd have to go look at his numbers to see if like that's like considered a hot zone for him, because I know he's mainly a wing and corner shooter. You know what I mean? So. I mean, that may be that. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they think about that type of stuff when they're drawing up plays and all that. But that would be a factor in my mind. I'm looking for Danny Green in the corners, and you ain't there. I got a different option, type stuff. I don't know. But,
I say it makes me think about when the Lakers played the Magic in the finals, and Courtney Lee had that alley-oop right at the basket for game. He could have been a hero and tricked it, bro. Like that's right at the bat, like right with the left, right at the basket. I was like, oh my god, like
that. And then who was the
that changes your career?
The young boy, exactly. The young boy this year who missed that shot to put them out of the play, put the team out the playoffs. It was a West Coast team, and then dude said, "Oh, I could tell by who said went out and played defense on him." I should have had this shit better thought out.
John Morant.
Was it the John Morant?
I don't know. I'm just throwing.
But I think so. I think it was the Denver series where he sat down. He was cooking them all game going to the cup. He's a young boy. I think it was Ja. No, because Ja didn't make it the bubble.
Yeah, he did.
They did.
Ja played in the bubble.
I think it might have been
Memphis played in the bubble. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was killing them, keeping them in the game, going to the cup, hitting the middies, and then he pulled up for a 3-ball to win the game, and they only needed 2. But like,
I think that might have been Ja.
But like, it would have solidified him in almost a superstar role, him doing what he's been doing, attacking the basket. But one of the defenders said that I saw him about to settle for the shot, and I knew we were going to win. Instead of him attacking what's been keeping him in the game the whole game, which they couldn't stop. But I was saying that like, what makes your name could be one play.
Yep.
What would change your whole career, it puts you in superstar caliber, stardom.
Think about like in the timing of when you do everything. So like think about like Tyler Herro, who just did what he did in the bubble, right? And the whole world was dying for some basketball, and we finally get some basketball, and he does that with the world watching. Imagine, and he's a rookie, brand new, splashed on the scene with that, right? Imagine if he does that right at the end of his rookie contract, and he's about to sign a new deal. Imagine, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just that's the same reason why Jeremy Lin didn't play in the playoffs and didn't play the end of the season in the playoffs and all that, because he was like, nah, y'all already saw me killing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna get my contract off of that, off of Linsanity. I'm not finna come in here and somebody, because what's the name? Mario Chalmers, everybody start gunning for him, locking him up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then he got hurt, and after he got back healthy, he was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Y'all, last time y'all seen me, I was killing. I'm gonna get my contract off of that.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, he whacked. New York needed him. He was like, hey, man, New York gonna be New York. I need my contract.
Facts.
He got like $33 million off of that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Off of like a 7-game stretch.
That's crazy. Man. Yeah, that's crazy, though. One catch, one shot determines that all. That's crazy.
Yep. All you need is one thing. I saying that to Derek all the time when we're watching like a commercial and it's like a Bob Marley song in a commercial. I'm like, all you need is one thing to hit, bro, and it'll take care of you and yours for the rest of your life. You just need one thing to hit.
Especially now, you just, the way media going, you just need to go viral one time.
I mean, you gotta need some talent after you go viral, but like I'm saying, like going viral is not gonna get you rich. It can get you like some money, but it's not gonna get your family taken care of forever. Is what I'm talking about. It'll get you rich. It's not gonna get your family taken care of.
No, not on that. Rick Ross rich forever.
But if you got the savvy to go viral and make the money off of that, and then put that money into some investments or open a business with that, then you really cooking. But just going viral, I don't think it do it. I don't think so. Like I don't think Terrio, like the little fat dude that was dancing.
Oh yeah.
Like you think his family's like all like, do you think they Gucci forever now? I doubt it.
No. Not at all.
Yeah, come up out of this hood. Oh, DeAndre. This is DeAndre's hoodie. Razor sharp clothing. This is his. It says gamed up.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his.
Oh, that's fresh.
Yeah.
I like the font on that.
Yeah, me too. I like it a lot. What he said when I picked it up from him. He's like, if you gamed up on the field, gamed up on the court, or just gamed up in life, you know what I'm saying? Life is all about game. I was like, ooh, I like that. You know,
Yeah,
that nigga know how to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Sell pitching. Yeah, that's fresh.
I like it.
I'm about to cop some.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm posting a video of the brands we shouted out last week. I'm posting that video today. I actually meant to come in here and cut it up before we start potting, but it's all good.
So what you got? What you got for us? The world is in that bag.
So you know, like there's been a lot of talk about like toxic masculinity, right? And I saw a post. I should have screenshotted the post and saved it, but I saw a post that was pretty much saying that the problem, the reason that there's toxic masculinity is because there haven't been enough male role models for young men growing up, or just enough males in their life. And so, like, I think the post was, I should have screenshotted it so I could, I'll try to find it and put it in the video. But I think the post was just trying to say that men need to be there more in the early and development years, and just in their life in general, obviously, but especially in those early years. But all the men read the post and took it as like an attack on them, and then we're throwing it on the women, like saying like no, like they're handling things wrong because you guys are teaching them wrong. I think is what like the kind of conversation was like going on in the comments, and all the women were like, how dare y'all not be there and then blame us for doing what we got to do to just raise them. You know what I'm saying? So it started like this whole thing in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so what do you think about the whole like conversation about toxic masculinity and all of that?
Toxic masculinity. I think that's something that's media driven. You see what I'm saying? I think that's something that Like, we talk about black masculinity too? Black men?
Nah, just
Men in general?
Just men in general.
I mean, all right, so my point of view is only going to come from one side.
Right.
So, like, they depict the black man in a negative way on TV, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, therefore, that's what they're psychologically doing and putting out in their life. Mm-hmm. Me, I don't think that, dang, I forgot the question, to be honest with you.
Toxic masculinity. How do you feel about it? Like, what's your opinion on this whole conversation about toxic masculinity?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, if a man has a seed, he needs to be in their life, and I mean, and if you're a strong man, it's not going to affect your kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, but toxic masculinity, I don't know. I don't know that shit. Yeah, I don't even know right now.
I think it has like mostly has to do with like a lot of the whole pause conversation, like feeling the need to pause everything and not wanting to do certain things or, you know, wear certain things or engage in certain activity because you might think somebody might look at you a certain way, and then like so you like overcompensate on the other end. So like anything you see, anytime you see like two dudes hugging, you like whoa, like y'all hugging for too long, like chill. Like you said you ain't seen your boy in too long, and you like. And somebody like, yeah, chill, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. I think that's like a lot of what like the conversation has to do with.
Oh yeah, okay. Like when we was at the basketball court and homie was like pause and he was like, man, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone too far. And I mean, and I feel like I said, that's a lot of the stuff that people seen on TV. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And thinking that's the way it is. Like you said, you can't make a basketball reference on a basketball court and you feel the need to say pause. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. We all know you're talking about basketball right now. Right. You tell you like, something small. Like,
and don't get me wrong, especially with the whole pause game. Like I do it sometimes, just like when it's like when I'm trying to be like really really funny, like I'll do it. But I'm not like somebody that feel the need to pause everything and be like whoa, chill. Yeah. It's like, especially like with us, like all us is like married men, obviously married to women. So it's like you don't even like, come on.
Yeah. If that's the way you feel, you thinking deep down in the back of your mind, you thinking some type of way, you feel some type of way,
right?
And you trying to sugarcoat or hide it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real. Speaking of men being wild, you see the whole. We talked about it a little bit. The whole like snowflake in the DM thing.
Oh, I didn't see it. When we talked about it, yeah, that's wild. Explain that a little bit more for me.
So the whole I'm just now finding out about really this girl that he's dating. I've known his name, obviously. I think Offset from the Migos. Been dating this girl. I guess she a rapper, Sweetie. I don't know. They've been dating for 5 years. And
Offset?
I think so.
That's the one that was with Cardi. Take Off? I feel you. Sorry.
One of them niggas. Sent a snowflake DM to the girl. And she sent back like the like bowl of soup emoji, and that's how like the conversation got going. And they've been dating for 5 years now, and I guess she like put out the screenshot, and so everybody all this week was like, you know what I'm saying, sending a snowflake DM, trying to get the conversation going, and a whole bunch of and a whole bunch of girls were screenshotting it and just talking about that whole conversation. I was gonna say you should try it, man. Go ahead, send a snowflake. Go ahead, send it to wifey, man.
Like, ooh.
Matter of fact, I'll do it right now.
You so icy, I'm a glacier boy. She said, what's happening then? That's how the relationship started.
Yes.
Hey, it's 2020 out here. You got to get it how you live, I guess.
Bro, I remember when people met online, and this is in the MySpace days. I remember when people met online, whether it was on MySpace or a dating site or whatever, and you asked them how they met, and they were so hesitant to tell you that they met online.
Oh yes.
So hesitant.
Yeah.
And now that's just the norm.
It was frowned upon back in the day.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh man, let me send a snowflake real quick. All right. See what the hell is that?
That's funny.
All right. The Bill Burr. While we talking about TV and like entertainment and stuff, the Bill Burr monologue, man. We just watched it right before the pod. What'd you think?
It was pretty funny. I like what he was saying though. That was a good one. I mean, it has some truth in there. Why he trying to be funny, but those are always to me the best jokes.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I liked it. You agree with what he was saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I liked it. I liked everything about it. I watched a lot of his. I've seen pretty much all of his stand-ups too. I'm a fan of his. I try to only really, to be honest, I try to really only shout out the black comedians, but he's one of the white ones that I really like. I thought it was dope, man. Especially the part when he was talking about like white women and how they like jump to the front of the line with oppression and stuff.
With the boots.
Yeah, with the Gucci boots over the fence, like. That was funny, bro. But like everything was dope. Yeah, everything was dope. I liked it, man. I thought it was dope. I thought it was super dope. It made me like, and every time one of the dope comedians goes on SNL and does the monologue, I'm like, oh, when's the next special, bro? I thought it was dope. What was your favorite part?
Was that part too?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he did that, because he, like, I could really see that. He said, over the white picket fence into the line of oppression, right to the front of the line. What the fuck are you doing?
He was like, I don't want to be hating on my bitches.
Ooh, yeah, that
I didn't say it. He said it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Y'all go check that out. What's his name again?
Bill Burr.
Bill
Burr. The SNL monologue.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was a good one. The SNL monologue. How long have you been watching SNL monologues though? Because SNL been around for a long time.
I've been watching them. I watch them off and on, but I've been watching them for a few years now. For a few years now, just because I'm a fan of comedy, and usually like it's a comedian that's up there. Like sometimes it's an artist, but this usually like when it's an artist, it's too like, because that's not what they do. And it's too rehearsed, and it's too like, you could tell that it's too rehearsed.
They're not a joke teller,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even like Drake did it one time, and it was cool, it was funny, but it's like most of the time it's like I only like it when the comedians do it. But I've been watching it for years. Sometimes I don't watch it for months at a time, but then like I watch a lot of YouTube, and I watch a lot of stand up on YouTube, and sometimes like it'll just be like the next thing there, and I'll be like, oh, the SNL monologues, I ain't watched in a minute, and I watch a bunch of them. Yeah. What's your go-to to watch on YouTube that'll get you like down a 2-hour hole?
Recently though, because it's been the Kobe videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been going back and getting stuck in those. I like watching the old games too. I feel like that the Sacramento Kings series was back then. I know the ref already came out and said that he was blowing the calls, but that was ridiculous. Them Kings should have whooped up on them Lakers, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go back and watch that. They was dogging them boys. Oh my goodness. Like, perception of that game, looking back at it now, it was different as a little kid. But yeah, they was dogging those boys. But yeah, that, and then I started getting in. I was watching the what is that show? One of the little YouTube shows, and then I was trying to get into to try to start watching trying to find Jasmine Hester stuff, because she's on the YouTube stuff. So I was trying to get into that. You know what I mean? See what she doing on her thing. She running the whole lane. Shout out.
She's starring in, writing, producing. She's doing a lot of stuff. Going to award shows. I told you about the one when I linked up with her in San Diego, right? Yeah. Man, she been going hard for a minute. It's gonna happen for her. Not gonna be in a big way. I think it's gonna happen for her. Hard work always gets rewarded, man. And she been working hard for a long time.
Class of 06, boy.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it.
Greatness. Derek wouldn't know nothing about that.
He wouldn't. But he didn't go over, ain't that right, Derek?
Oh man, what class was that?
It had to have been 7 right after us, in between Derek.
The team that went over?
It was the next year after us, right? Yeah. It was the very next year. I could not believe that. How you I don't care what sport you're playing. How you go entire season with 0 wins?
You can't figure out a way to get one
win?
What do you even talk about at the banquet? I'm serious.
Who gets any trophies? Somebody got handed the MVP trophy for that season. Hey, that might be a plaque I put in the closet. I ain't never telling nobody about that one.
Because I always tell people, I don't care how valuable you feel you are, but it is the team's most valuable player. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess it does still mean something. Because I was telling Steph, I was like, to me, it don't matter how much winning you do. Like, he was telling me, bro, are you telling me Russell Westbrook wasn't the most valuable to his team? And I'm like, bro, he can be the most valuable to his team in the league, but if they still the 8th seed, then he not really leading them to very much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's just in charge of a whole bunch of weak niggas.
You know what I'm saying? But it is just for that team. It isn't for the whole league. It's just for that team. So
you talking about in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody still got to get it, but I'm just saying for the simple fact that, like, I just feel so much, bro. We ain't win no games. Like he said, that banquet, yeah. And all them car ride homes, like, I just couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine that.
All you can do is get up there and talk about the character of the kids. That's all you can do.
You're not trying to bring up nothing from the season.
I mean, I guess that's all you do at a banquet anyway. This kid's a really hard worker. He's a gym rat. He's in da-da-da-da. But I mean, usually it's like, in that game against Ramona, he really blah, 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 blah. And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have got the win. Ain't none of that. I guess you guys, it's probably a couple of... And, man, he was going off in that second half, and we were down by 20, and he brought us back, man. We almost had him. I ain't never seen a second half like that. I guess you got to find, like, little nuggets in there, you know what I mean? But over season, I couldn't imagine. I've played on some bad teams. I played on some really good teams. Don't get that twisted. I played on some really good teams, too. But I played on some bad teams that only won, like, a handful of games all season. But a handful is much better than zero.
For what, 28 at that time? They was playing 28 games. It's a lot. It's a lot of traveling for the athletic director. That's a lot of, like, I know I'd be the athletic director. I'm like, man, coach, you better book y'all own shit. I'm not booking y'all sorry ass niggas nothing.
And on those teams speaking of that, on those teams that I played on that we only won a handful of games, at least one of those games, I was a major reason why we won. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to get one, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I dropped 30 and we had to win because of my 30, but it was like I've played in games where it was like, if not for my contribution, we wouldn't have won, you know what I'm saying? And to not have one of those moments in it, oh my God.
And what, they had a team of 13 people, 11 people. Can none of them string together a win? And they wasn't playing all top tier schools.
It wasn't. I ain't gonna say no names, but brothers from the school we went to, the youngest wanted to be talking all that stuff about, Bear, you barely play your senior year. I was like, bro, but we won some games.
Somebody from that over year talk smack to you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, he's a starting point guard and
I don't want
got all the minutes all day long.
Yeah, you're starting on the worst team in San Diego.
Arguably the worst team in the school's history. Y'all didn't win a game. I'm saying.
Yeah, Orange Glen ain't never seen that. Well, not that I know of. That's bad.
In the time that I've ever heard about OG, that's never happened.
Never.
To not one team. In any sport.
Yeah. That's out of bounds.
OG had some really down football years, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But we had at least one win.
At least one win.
And shout out to us for making playoffs, too.
I was about to say, up until we made the playoffs, I remember they was only winning like 2. It would be like Calexico when Calexico came to town. The one year it was Sample Squad when they got the bear back. It was usually like 3 wins. It'd be like Calexico. They'd beat either Valley Center or Ramona. And then some other game that was like, they played like the champs that they should be. You know what I'm saying?
San Marcos. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, I got the clip, the article.
Oh yeah, pull that. Yeah. Shoot, you can hold it. You want it?
I mean, it's yours though. Lucky giving it back to you.
I feel it. You gotta get this in a frame, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get this in a frame.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
We could put Kobe like up higher, like in the corner how he is, but up higher somehow, and then put this like on the wall, like right next to you. That way, and your shot, like right there, it's on the wall, like right there next to you on the wall, like in your shot. You know what I'm saying? How ill would that be?
Hey, that would be dope,
How ill
though.
would that be? When you talking your article, your picture in the papers right there.
You feel me?
You gotta get that in the frame, bro.
Yeah, nah, real deal. Real deal. Oof. Yeah.
That was such an ill Saturday morning, waking up and grabbing that. I don't know if I told that story. I used to steal the paper from my neighbor, open it up, because I knew like every game I at least tackled one person. And if you did at least one thing, you had your stats was in the paper. It was
Yeah, fact.
Imron, tackle, 1. If it was nothing else, I just wanted to see my name in the paper. I was like, oh, let me go grab the paper real quick, see my little stat, see whatever I little did. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And this was before cell phones, you know what I'm saying?
So they had to go, wait the whole day to talk to a nigga.
And that was pretty much when you damn near lived at our house, but you was just like, especially when you start working at Major Market, you stayed at your mom's house on the weekends because it was easier to get back to work, and then you came back with us on like Sunday afternoon or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember we picked you up on like Saturday. I think you didn't work Sundays because you would go to church with us on Sundays. You work like Friday nights and then Saturday mornings, like Saturday afternoons. So when we picked you up, seeing this, you was like, yeah, man, I already got a copy, man. Somebody came up to me at work. I was like, man, that's ill.
Yeah, one of the cashiers was like, hey, your name's Jesse Williams, right? I was like, yeah, bro, I've been working here for almost a year. Oh, well, hey, you in the paper, the front page of the sports section. I was like, you lying, not again. You lying. Oh, no, that was the first time. Because basketball season hadn't came up yet.
You know, it's funny. I remember, and I'm not gonna say any names, but I remember when I came up to you at school, and I remember I did it like that on purpose. When I came up to you at school with the Sharpie and asked you to sign this for me, or hella people was like looking at us like,
who's this nigga?
Cause we already had the big class rings, and we was already showing up. We was little flashy niggas. We was. But I remember when I came, I was like, I told you, it's like I'm gonna keep this forever. And I remember like people was looking at me like, these niggas is so extra right now. Like,
ODing.
Okay, you in the paper, like who cares? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep this forever. That's why I want my nigga to sign it.
Yeah.
Yep. We gotta get this in a frame, bro.
Yeah, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
And I mess with number 3 right there, Carrington. He's a real cool dude.
Oh yeah, super cool.
We actually came real cool because I know he got the paper, so he actually hit me like on social media after that. So I think it was Facebook at the time, or MySpace.
Yeah. That was a dope game.
It's only thing you lucky nigga. And I didn't even know who it was because I didn't know him like that, and I just seen the last name and I remember. Yeah. Shout out OG06.
That's ill.
All right, back to business.
Wifey hit me back with the eye emojis off the snowflake. Gonna grab a hotel room.
She knows about that too?
I don't know.
About Quavo?
Let's say hotel room this weekend? Question mark.
Oh, you should have put the emoji of a little building.
Oh, it's too late. I'm gonna unsend. That's all right.
Keep it all emojis.
What's next?
You got being used. Speak on it.
All right, so it kind of ties into part of the conversation I was talking about last week. I was like, the homie hit me up and like brought something to my attention that I was already thinking about. And in that conversation, I was telling him, I was like, bro, I was already kind of thinking that, but I don't feel like I was used. I was used, but I wasn't misused. And I feel like if you can't be used, you're useless. I think I heard Charlamagne say that, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. I heard him say it years ago. If you can't be used, you're useless. So use me, just don't misuse me. And that's what I was telling the homie. And I was like, I don't think he misused me. I don't think he was all the way like forthcoming with his intentions for, being on my platform. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he misused me. I kind of don't fully respect not being upfront because we're grown men. I'm kind of really, really getting sick of. I got another story to tell you about grown men not acting like grown men. But I'm getting sick of grown men not acting like grown men and just having not even just men, adults, period. Because one of my cousins, I gotta have a conversation with her, like my nigga, just say how you feel. Stop doing that. Just like we're grown. Like what's gonna happen? You gonna get a whooping? Like
I feel you.
Just say how you feel.
Yeah, say nothing but a conversation. I feel you. I totally agree.
So check this out. I'm not gonna say his name. You know, it's not my style. I was supposed to be doing it. And remember, I told you last week I had an interview to do Saturday and Sunday. I ended up not doing either one of them. One of them was my fault. One of them was the other dude's fault. So, the rapper I was supposed to interview. Rewind about 2 years ago when Keish first buys this camera. Mm-hmm. He just sees me at a couple pickup games filming, and he's just like really starting to like get into rapping, trying to promote that he's rapping. And he invited me to the studio to like shoot like a little in studio, a little quick like 1 minute video for him for Instagram, right? So I go, I do it, but this is literally like I've been using the camera for like 5 months. Like I'm brand new, trash. I can show you the video. It's on one of my Google Drives. It's trash. I shoot the little video for him. It's trash.
Because you're new.
Yeah, because I'm brand new. And even like the filming that I've done, I'd never done anything like that before. I'd only stood on a baseline and tried to film basketball. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm trying different angles and trying to edit it together and make it look like a music video. I've never done this before. Mm-hmm. So it was trash, right? And I understand why he doesn't want to post it, like the quality and all of that. I get it, but I'm just telling him like, just let me get some feedback. Like, let me know like what would have made it better. Like, what would have made it like where you could at least post it. Like, I just need feedback. I'm not finna get in my feelings. I know I'm brand new. I'm just looking to grow. Mm-hmm. So let me get some feedback. He reads the messages, never replies to it. Right? Never replies to it. I'm like, whatever. He's cool with the homie that I told you hit me up and was like, brought some stuff to my attention. He's cool with him. Like, they used to kick it. And I told him about it. I told EA about it. I was like, bro, like, I asked him for some feedback. Oh no, so this is what happened before I told EA about it. So he doesn't get back to me. Fast forward about maybe like 4 or 5 months. Now he's got a music video coming out. And he's got like a little promotion thing for it, and he DMs it to me and asks me to post it for him.
Like after he ain't been responding to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to say like he hasn't been responding. I sent the message one time, he didn't reply to it, but he read it. Mm. And I think I sent him a message one more time. I commented on something in his story, and I was like, "Hey, bro," and I asked him one more time, like, "Hey, bro, you got any feedback for me? I'm not really tripping. I'm just looking to grow." Mm. So I asked him twice. He ignores that, asks me for a favor. Mm-hmm. I'm like, whatever, man. Whatever. I posted in my story, right? But even still, when I see him out, I'm like, I'm not really messing with dude. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's a whack thing to do. To ignore, I guess, my favor, which isn't even a favor. You don't have to do anything. Just tell me what you thought about it.
Yeah.
But then you ask me for a favor.
No, facts.
You see my following growing, and you ask me to post this for people to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I do it, despite you ignoring me. You know what I'm saying? But even so, I'm out. I'm like, I'm gonna just nothing shady. I'm just pretend like I don't know him because I don't know him like that. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So then with my Instagram, I start like trying to clean up my Instagram and make my Instagram look nice. I had a conversation with somebody about like just like your numbers, like when people click on your page and like so when certain businesses and certain accounts click on your page, the analytics of your numbers and your following versus how many people you follow and blah 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 blah. And so I started like unfollowing people that hadn't really been posting. I think I even unfollowed you at one point. Mm-hmm. Like I unfollowed people that hadn't posted and that hadn't put anything in their story, and he was one of them. Mm-hmm. So I unfollowed him, right? Fast forward maybe another like 5 months, then he signed with an agent, or he signed with a manager, I think. Mm-hmm. He dropping music videos. Everybody's like Tinsley, everybody's reposting all this stuff. So I'm like, oh, he's back posting. So I follow him because he's back posting. Yeah. The algorithm's gonna see that he's somebody that posts, I somebody that posts. It makes sense that I'm following him and that we're following each other. For sure. That's how it works. It's stupid that you got to know that stuff, but that's how it works.
That's how it works. I didn't know that.
So I follow him again, right? That was maybe close to a year ago. I started following him again, right? I'm trying to do these interviews. I hit him up to do an interview, right? I hit him up, asked him if he wants to do an interview. He says, yeah. He's like, oh, dope. Make it seem like he really want to do it. And so we set up a time. And so we set up a time. We set up a date. And we said it was going to be like at his studio. He's a rapper. It was going to be at the studio that he uses, right? He doesn't send me the address. He tells me he'll send it to me like when it gets like closer to the time, which is cool. I do that with people too. Mm-hmm. It's cool. Like we don't know each other like that. You don't own the studio more than likely. It's somebody else's space. If we cancel, you don't want me just showing up like, yo, where this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like I fully understand. Like no hard. I 1000% understand that. Right? I'm not tight at all. But he's not getting back. We say 6 o'clock, and when it gets close to 6, I'm hitting him. He's not replying. I'm hitting him. He's not replying. It's supposed to be on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And mind you, the clothing guy that I was supposed to interview, that was supposed to be on Thursday. But he ended up getting called into work, so we couldn't do it Thursday. So we moved him to Saturday. Mm-hmm. I hit this dude up, the rapper, hit him up to do Saturday, and he can only do Saturday, he says, and he's not going to be free for a while. And so I booked him on Saturday, and I literally forgot about the clothing guy. Mm-hmm. So I hit the clothing guy back, and I was like, hey, yo, can we push you back to Sunday? He's not tripping. He says, cool. So I've made this dude bump his thing back a day. I don't know, like, if he's got to move garments and bring stuff because he want to show me on camera. I don't know what he's got set up. Yeah. But I know I had to ask him to push back a day.
Facts. You rearranged your schedule.
And his. Possibly could have, like, I don't know. I know he don't have kids or nothing like that, but he works a job and he designs clothes and bags. He's a busy nigga. Yeah, like goes and like speaks at schools and talks to kids. Like he's a busy guy.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could have rearranged this whole weekend. You never know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I really want to do the interview. I messed with Mike. I met him doing the pop-up shops and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what I messed up for him, but I rearranged stuff so I could do an interview with this guy, right? And then he's like not getting back to me.
The artist?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then so I'm like, all right. And I didn't hit him up Sunday because I'm like, and then I end up canceling with the clothing guy because the Lakers didn't close out on Friday. And I'm like, I'm not finna miss the game on Sunday. So to be real, I ended up canceling with the clothing guy on Sunday because I wanted to watch the Laker game. Yeah. So a whole bunch of stuff that's not really the rapper's concern. He don't have to care about that. But I rearranged a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to interview this dude. Ended up canceling with another guy because I'm supposed to get to you on Saturday, right? And then he's not getting back to me. Barron's called you before, right? Mm-hmm. From my phone, and I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's called everybody.
Yeah, because he be on the phone.
Because he be in the phone.
My Alicia's kid does it.
There's been times when I've been on my personal page. This all ties into the story. There's been times when I've been on my personal page and I go and click on the Michael Flakes page and I look at my bio and I'm like, there's a whole bunch of gibberish in my bio because Barron's just been in there tapping away, clicking buttons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've had to like fix posts, like the comment, like delete comments off a post because he's just in there just typing, just tapping stuff. You know what I'm
saying?
Posting
stuff on your
And a lot of time, if I need to go grab Max real quick or if I need to Keish call me real quick, I used to have a habit of like finishing whatever I was doing in my phone before I get up. Now, when somebody call me, I just put my phone down and get up, right? And I believe what happened is I was on the rapper's page and I just put my phone down and left it there. Mm-hmm. You can ask Derek. I got to tell Barron all the time, stop. I put him in the corner so much, like, bro, stop touching my phone without asking me. Mm-hmm. I believe I left my phone just laying down, open to dude's page. And and Derek got in there clicking away on buttons.
Barron
got in there clicking away on buttons and unfollowed him.
Oh, wow.
Right? Mm-hmm. I get back to my phone. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I just hit home. And then just go to whatever app a lot of the time I'd be forgetting what I was doing last, you know what I'm saying? Especially when Barron gets to the phone. That's part of the reason why I just leave it open right there so I don't forget what I was doing. I wake up, I believe Sunday morning, this rapper dude got a whole novel in my DMs talking about I'm unfollowing him like a female. You unfollowed me before. I've been stalling out your childish ways. All of this stuff.
Like you know? That's crazy.
And from what I understand, he used to bang out there in Dago, and he stopped because he was trying to hoop, and now he's trying to rap. So like he used to bang, but he don't no more. And I don't know. And I was telling EA, I don't know who he thinks I am, or what, like. Or anything. I told him in the message, like when he said like stall, like I've been stalling out. I was like, fam, I've never needed nobody to stall nothing out for me. Yeah. You got anything you feel like you need to say or do.
I'm already knowing.
Feel free to run it, fam.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody to start nothing out for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, okay. And he was like, and I just told him everything like what happened. I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure it was my son that unfollowed you. But regardless, I never thought a grown man would get, like I said this to him, I was like, but regardless, I never thought you or any other grown man would get that in their feelings about another grown man unfollowing them on social media. Yeah. I was like, and he was like, I ain't got time to abide to an interview that you want me to do. I work hard for everything I got. That's why you want to do the interview with me and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I never doubted or questioned what you work for, bro. Yeah. Never, not one time. I asked you to do an interview because I thought it'd be dope for both of us. Like, both of our following is growing. Both of us, like, people see both of us out here doing our thing. And I thought it'd be dope. And honestly, I thought it'd be perfect timing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I was going to bring up the whole thing, how I shot the video for him before, and it kind of wasn't cool. But I'm glad we get to do an interview now, and kind of everything is cool and blah, 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 blah.
Met back up when y'all, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? When both of us is kind of like grinding, you know what I'm saying? And really going hard right now, you know what I'm saying? I thought it'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? You know me, you know what I'm saying? I don't be... If you didn't harm me or my family or mess with my money, I'm not really tripping like that. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to watch your mouth. You got to be respectful with your words too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, I wasn't tripping on what happened like that. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I could like, I had to call EA because like EA, like, and sure enough, he got mad at EA over some social media stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But like,
yeah, that's too much. You get mad over social media.
This nigga EA had to call me back later in the day and was like, "Hey fam, you all right?" Because I was like, I was telling Keish, I was like, I really called EA to tell him like, I want you to let him know, bro. I don't know what him stalling me out means. Yeah. But if he's your friend like that, yeah, I want you to tell him very clearly that him running down on me ain't gonna go how he think, bro. Yeah. I don't walk around with all of this equipment and I'm just naked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fact. Like, and I was like, and I'm not trying to sound tough and I'm not trying to scare anybody or make it seem like I'm finna try to do anything to anybody, because I'm not. Yeah. The last thing I want to do is do something to anybody. Yeah. But I'm like, I was telling him, I was like, I know niggas probably think it's sweet because they met me as a cameraman and I'm small and I'm skinny.
Smiling all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And I'm always cool and I'm always chilling. I was telling you, I was like, niggas probably think it's sweet because I'm always smiling and I'm small. But if he's your friend, bro, I want you to like let him know that him running down on me ain't gonna just go how he think it's finna go.
No,
like,
facts. That's crazy.
Just putting that out there, bro. Yeah. Like, because I don't want it to happen. Yeah, cause people like, I'm not like, people don't know me like that, but like, I'm not a tough guy, but like I said, people only met me as this smiling cameraman. Yeah, I've never been a gang member, I've never been a tough guy, but I haven't always just been a smiling cameraman. No, you know what I'm saying?
No, facts.
So I couldn't believe that I woke up to that message. I was like, the first thing I said to him, bro, I was like, this is way out of left field. And you know me, calmly, nothing disrespectful, calmly told him exactly what it was, that I don't need you to stalk me out, say or do whatever you feel like you need to do. Everything I said to you, I didn't think you'd be disrespected by getting unfollowed, all of that. Yeah. Like, bruh, I could not believe it.
Did you follow him back?
No.
I feel you.
No.
I couldn't believe he said I've been stalling you out. That's like, yeah, what are you talking about?
A part of me wanted to get flared up when he said you acting like a female, but I'm like, if I got to a point where, like, look, if we in the gym and I make a call and you like, man, you acting like a bitch, I'm gonna turn and look at you like, all right, fam. Yeah. But I used to fight for that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna just turn and look at you like, all right, fam, like,
you tripping.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even when he said the thing, like, female thing, I was like, this nigga's bugging. But when he said stall me out, I'm like, nah, fam, you ain't got to do that. Yeah. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. I don't need you to do that for me.
That's, yeah.
Never been a tough guy, but I ain't never needed none of those. Never. Never. Anyway.
For the record, Michael's icon in my phone for years used to be brass knuckles. Up until he got married. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Up until he got married, and I told him I had to change his icon.
And you see, it's funny because, and I'm glad we fell into this because I didn't really have nothing else to talk about. But it's funny because, and I was even telling EA, I was like, I think, like, people say and even used to do things to me only because I'm small.
Oh, for sure.
I told him the story about when I went to go cash my check and a Mexican dude got slapped by his girl, and I laughed to myself. I wasn't like, and I told EA, I was like, it wasn't like no,
yeah.
But he still got slapped, and I was like, literally.
Yeah.
And he heard it.
Yeah.
He heard it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was too much. Maybe I should have just.
Nah.
Maybe. But he got mad and came at me.
Is he not thinking about it? He probably didn't want to hit his wife, so he's like, you know what, or his girl, whatever. You know what? I gotta take it out on this guy, and then got beat up.
and I gotta fight you in the check cashing place parking lot.
Yeah. Because
you mad and you see this small dude laughing at you and you think it's sweet. You come over here and get mitted up by this small dude. Like I was stuff don't happen to Derek. That stuff don't happen to you because y'all ain't little niggas.
Nah, facts.
Like people like if you laugh at somebody go look at you like, man, this nigga's out here laughing at me for real.
Yeah, not for real.
But me, they see me like, no, he don't get to laugh at me.
And honestly though, I played football with like a smaller dude, and people were really attacking him about like going at him because of his height. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was like, wow, this is real, and that's really disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Like, and he knew it, and he was talking like, y'all ain't about to just come out because I'm short, whoop whoop whoop. And somebody was on this, shut your short ass up, threw a bomb right over his head. Oh my goodness. I was just like, I just felt so bad because it ain't nobody's fault. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But
I don't know if I've ever had.
But this dude was you make him look like you look like a giant standing next to this dude.
Wow. Yeah, I was about to say I don't know, but I'll let y'all tell that. Have I ever had Napoleon complex? Have I ever had little man syndrome?
Nah.
I was about to say I don't think I've ever had that.
Nah, I don't. At least not from my point of view. Like you said, you may do a little something, but something like you wasn't going out picking fights with people. Mm-hmm. People were picking fights with you. You're defending yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I know at one point I was, if anybody acted like they wanted any action, I was down for it just to show you like, bro, I'm not scared just because I'm small. Yeah. Like if you even like pretended like you wanted action, I'm like, that's what you're trying to do? That's what you're trying to do? And then it's like, whoa. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I was never like, I know in football when like a big receiver would get up there and be looking at me like, this what we got today? Yeah. I know that would like really get me going like, okay, you're gonna see what this little 5'7", 5'8" nigga got today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the dude I was talking about was 5'3".
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Grown man. That's
tough. That's tough.
Yeah, that's a trip though. Brass knuckles Mike though.
Nah.
Never is gone.
Never picked him.
Always finished him though. I was like, dang, we can't let Mike go cash his check by himself no more. Dang. That's the first day I was like, dang.
And let me not be cocky. I was just thinking about that when I said mitted him up. I did win the fight, but he caught me. You know what I'm saying? He caught me. I got hit. It wasn't no flawless victory, but you should see the other guy.
Yeah. Tell everybody where we walked in the house that you won. But then, he ripped your sweater too.
Mm-hmm. I was hot. I love that hoodie. That was my gorilla hoodie.
Yep.
From the San Diego.
He still rocked it too.
I did. He
still rocked it with the ribbon on.
Oh, I love that hoodie, bro. I was so mad. And I remember I tried to just come in and tell y'all because I don't want my mom to know because I was coming to tell y'all like, hey, like if we got to go back to see if like, you know what I'm saying, just to see, you know what I'm saying, and just my mom. I guess how fast I was walking and look on my face when my mom was like, what happened to you? I was like, nothing. And she was like, stop. What happened to you? Mm-hmm. I was like, I ain't finna lie to mom. So
yeah.
It's got to fight.
I already tried to say nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was that when you had the cornrows too?
No. We was living on Oak Hill. We was living on Oak Hill when the check cashing place thing happened.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, it's a long time.
Because I remember it was perfect. Like that spot that was like right there, like right in front of the stairs. Mm-hmm. I remember it was perfect. I came in like turned in right there and just jumped in and came upstairs like, I'm finna get Jesse and get my brothers and we finna go back over there.
Rolled up over there when nobody there.
I was like, y'all don't be going over there to go pick no fight.
We like, not.
We gotta go cash our check real quick. She's like, oh, for real?
She knew I was like that. I said, we not. Just keep on.
Good times. Yeah,
that was funny though. Brass knuckles Mike.
I don't know if I've picked fights before. Let me not lie. I was about to say I don't know if I've ever picked any fights, but now after I got to like 10th grade, I didn't. After I got to like 10th grade, I didn't.
This nigga came in the living room to start snoring.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's my dog, bro.
I thought that was something outside.
Nigga, act like you work a full-time job. Yeah. Go on.
That was it. Did you have any questions or anything?
No, this is most of them got up in the episode. Never though. No, that was it.
Trying to see if I got anything. Oh, shoot. Blaze got a baby on the way. 4 months from now, Blaze got a baby coming.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. He just posted a little thing right now. Let me see.
This is another girl, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, athletes get to make money off their likeness now. So that means they get to
Is that all school? Like, this is NCAA you're talking about, right?
Yep.
And this is all schools or just schools in California?
I think it's all of them. It might be California. Let me see.
Because isn't that where it started there? Like, only the certain schools can get paid off their likeness? If I remember correctly. If I remember.
All right, so student athletes or teams can participate in their sport for a movie, show, commercial, etc., and be compensated even if they wear their school uniform. Student athletes can sell supplements, leveraging their status as student athletes in the promotion. Student athletes can be a member of a music group and reference the school in a poster to promote the group.
Wow.
Student athletes can offer sport lessons to youth for an hourly fee and advertise on social media and flyers, including action shots of student athletes in their uniform.
Wow.
Student athletes can receive compensation for appearing in a local commercial, even if they reference their status as a student athlete of their institution. Student athletes can publish a memoir about their life story and reference their position as a student athlete and their specific institution. Last one. Student athletes can monetize their influence on social media, even if they reference their status as a student athlete or their institution.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So now they can wear their jersey everywhere and get money off of it. And they ain't even got to wear their jersey. These dudes can now be in music videos with their school uniform on, their name, and collect a check that goes to their pockets now for that. They can now do workouts and talk about, I'm a USC football player, come to my workout.
They can pretty much do anything but sign an exclusive deal, is what it sounds like. Like it sounds like you can't be a student athlete and sign with Nike.
Nike, no. His school might not be Nike.
Right. So outside of like you signing a shoe deal, you can do whatever you want. And think about now, like if that was already in place when Lonzo Ball went to school, already having his own shoe.
Oh, he'd have crushed the game. It would have been over. My shoes probably would have been better quality too.
When I read this, first thing I thought about was the Fab Five. I sold millions of those Hirachis off the backs of the Fab Five. Think about Reggie Bush. Derek did a whole speech in our speech class in college about USC selling number 5 jerseys with a blank back with no name on the back.
Everybody knew it was Reggie though.
I was just about to say that's exactly how he opened the speech. He's like, when I say USC number 5, what do you think of? And you heard like mad dudes under their breath. Reggie Bush. Derek was like, exactly. And then went into his speech. I was like, oh, this is finna be ill. And it was a dope speech. But yeah, that's exactly what it's all about.
Yeah.
You being able to make money off your likeness.
And now they're gonna be putting names on the back of all those jerseys.
This nigga, Jalen Rose said he walked past the Foot Locker and seen a stand that said Fab 5 Hirachis. They came up with that name, doing this with their hands, calling themselves the Fab 5. They came up with that name. And Nike grabbed it and monetized it and made millions, and they couldn't get none of it.
That's foul.
But
that is foul.
The game has changed. Think about how much money Stephen could have made right here in Vista. right here in Vista, coming home every summer doing camps with his jersey on, telling people Stephen McClure of Cal team captain from Cal Berkeley.
Been able to put that logo on his workout stuff.
Man.
Yeah. Because he came back and he did it, but he promoted Vista.
That's exactly what I thought about.
He had to promote his high school. That's crazy.
It could have been his own thing. Like, sure, he would have broke Vista off because he loved his school. He loved his city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. But I'm happy for the athletes, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good move in the right direction. You know what I mean? And it'll also make these players want to go to college. You know what I mean? Because now these dudes can make money while going to school.
So even if you never make it pro, you can get rich in college off your likeness.
Not everybody makes it pro, but them athletes good enough to make money off their talent, though. You see what I'm saying? They work their whole life to still get D1.
Like Jimmer Fredette never hit it big in the NBA. Think about how much money he could have made in college.
True.
Players like Mikey Williams who are building their brand right now. You would go to San Ysidro home games, hella people in the stands. His whole family, hella people, and they can't sell them because they get in trouble. The hella people in the stands got MW1 with the little drips, little drip logo like he liked the MW1 t-shirts on. He on the court rocking MW1 leg sleeves and socks and stuff. Think if he could have sold that. I mean, he can't. High school students will never be able to. But what I'm saying is you build the brand now. Everybody knows you're the number one player in his class. The whole country knows him.
See, he rocking with Drake. That was dope. I just think it's dope. I was like, dang, Michael know that dude. That's cool.
It's funny. Should I tell this story? I'll tell it, and if I think it's tacky, I'll take it out. Did you see the video? How I did the 5 players that I think it was San Diego High School Basketball Player of the Year. Number 2 was this kid Wayne McKinney that lost to Mikey in the championship, and Mikey got a dunk on him. Yeah, I'll tell a story and just take it out. Mikey got a dunk, and everybody like talked about it like he dunked on Wayne. But Wayne was like trying to chase it down, and he jumped, and it was more of a flyby. When Mikey jumped, he had it in his right hand, and he jumped like that. And when he did it, he like swiped Wayne's face and dunked it. So everybody was like, "Oh, he dunked him!" Like he didn't dunk him. And I said in the video.
So wait, hold on. When he was going to dunk on the rim, he was lined up. He didn't already fly by. You know what I'm talking about?
Let me pull it up.
Because I don't know, even if you flying by and you get caught in that position, you got dunked on.
Okay.
You remember how in the gym I used to fly by, like, bro, you didn't dunk on me. I wasn't right there. You're not my man. I flew by with a hand up.
Let me find it.
But like you said, if he did the motion and caught dude in the face, that means he's in this bump area. You got dunked on. You feel me? How tall is that one? Oh, nah, he didn't get dunked on.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, he didn't get dunked on.
You gotta see. Let me see if I can find a better angle.
He didn't get dunked on. That looked like a fast break. He was just flying. Yeah, he was just flying by.
You gotta see the angle. Like my man Raw Jules got that dope angle, like right up under the rim. You could like he hit the slow mo when Mikey's like hand swiped across his face. So it makes it look way more ill. But still, he didn't.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, they put the neck crack when he turned back. Ooh wee. Nah, you didn't get dunked on.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
didn't get dunked on.
And so I said that in the video. I was like, everybody act like Mikey dunked on him. I was like, it's a very impressive dunk. Don't get it twisted, but he didn't dunk on him. And
but at the same time, as a defender, what is you doing? Like looking at that, like what were you doing? Why would you put yourself in that position? Then that was a fast break. He was ahead of you, and he has bounce. Like
so, I shared the video in my story, right? Mikey replies to the story. And he's like, man, stop this cap, LOL. I'm like, what do you? And I said in the video that I believe Wayne did the best job guarding him all year. I was like, I've watched pretty much all the San Ysidro games this year. And I believe that Wayne guarded him the best one-on-one. Now teams have checked him better. There's a couple teams that held him to like 15 points and he averaged 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's teams that did a better job, but a one-on-one. And I thought he was talking about that when he's like, stop this cap, LOL. And I'm like, nah, who checked you better? I was like, you did your thing. And I even said in the video, no matter what court you're in, you're going to get your buckets, but I think he guarded you the best. He was like, I'm talking about the dunk. I booked it on that nigga.
So he's like number 2 on your list. He's number 2 underneath Mikey.
Well, no, this kid is number 2 behind this kid named Obina. Mikey lives in North Carolina now.
Oh, really?
He left.
He left.
He left because when it's not for certain that there's going to be a season here. He's like, I can't wait around and take that chance.
No, facts.
Yeah, so yeah.
Facts.
That's why I was like, it's disappointing because he's homegrown and you wanted to see him do that here in town for another 3 years, but you got to do what you got to do. Bro.
Yeah. Oh man, 110%.
The whole country knows who this nigga is. He's the number 1 player in his class. Like he couldn't sit around and take a chance at not having a season.
And this is sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, he couldn't take that chance.
Especially not playing like that.
But yeah, the kid that had the flyby that got his face swiped, he was number 2 on my list behind this kid named Obina Aniwanyu, I think is how you say his last name. That goes to Cathedral. But yeah, I thought it was funny. I was like, what is he talking? I'm like, nah, you can't be tight about that. But nah, he gave it up. He was like, nah, Wayne probably guarded me the best. He probably guarded me the best. He was like, I still had 16 in the first half before I started getting cramps. I was like, nah, that's real. I forgot about the cramps, to be real. He had 16 in the first half. That's balling.
Oh, that's beast.
That's balling.
That's beast. So they playing 5-minute quarters.
8
or 8-minute quarters. Still.
That's what I'm saying, bro. To average 30 in a 32-minute game as a freshman.
Yeah, that's beast. Yeah, that's beast. Can't nobody out here guard that nigga.
Nigga averaged 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists as a freshman.
And only a 32-minute game.
That's why niggas had to give it up to my guy Mike Diaz at OG when he was doing.
Yeah.
He wasn't averaging 30. He was averaging like 24.
Yeah.
7 rebounds, 6 assists in a 32-minute game. Playing the whole game. Mike only came out when Featherly would call a play, and he would literally like be bringing the ball up, and Featherly would call a play, and he would look. You could tell when he wasn't gonna run the play.
Yeah.
He'd be dribbling, and he'd like look away from him, and then just go and do something. And he'd do that a couple times in a row. And Featherly like sit him down, like, bro, what? Like, who do you think I am, nigga? Run my play. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he played the whole game.
Yeah.
Mike Diaz did. That's what I was like. You got to get this nigga his props, bro.
Dang. Averaging 24, that's a lot.
Like, he missed the hoop days, man. So I was like, we gotta, it's funny, so many people hit me, and I knew it because when I went back out to the park talking about the Friday room, people was like, nah, it was kind of whack. Like a whole, like Jackson took our family photos on Sunday. And he was like, Mike, when you go post about a Friday run again, man, he's like, that's the only way I'm gonna go is if you post it.
Bro, remember when I called you, like, oh, I'm not going, and I still pulled up, there was like 4 people.
Yeah.
Bruh, it's crazy how people don't show up because you don't post it. Promise you, it's ridiculous.
But why is that though?
Nigga, you the man. What you mean?
But I don't be playing though. Huh? I don't be. It's not like I'm like. Remember how like when Tay would put a run together and Tay finna put on a show. Yeah. It's like I'll be out there balling like that.
But that's what I'm saying. They know that you deal with hoopers. You see what I'm saying? So they know hoopers that know that okay, if you're putting on a hoop run, Hooper's gonna show up.
I feel it.
So if you didn't put it on, something's going around where ain't nobody gonna show up. Type stuff.
I feel it.
Kyrie, he was there though.
Oh yeah, he's gonna pull up. Yeah,
he
just want to hoop. He just want to hoop. They be hooping at Washington Park like every day at 5:30.
Oh my goodness,
they be a pretty good run.
Yeah,
because it's all the little. It's not nothing that's gonna be like. Matter of fact, it's a good run to go out there and be like, okay, I'm trying to
my exercise.
Matter of fact, when York came out and played, he said he had been going to the Washington Park run for a couple of weeks, and he only came out to our Friday run because he felt like he was ready now. He got back in shape. He got his game together. And he can come play with us. So he was like, nah,
he was running good.
Yeah, he was playing up until he got tired and got mad at LaShawn. He was cool.
And that was the last play of the game.
Yeah. He did his thing. But I've been meaning to get out there to one of them Washington Park runs. But I asked Jackson, I was like, is the ground? No, I think I asked Yor. I was like, is the ground still mad slippery? They was like, and I was like, if you saying that, it is.
It is.
I can't take that chance, bro. I'm gonna get out there, maybe play a game, see what it's like, and maybe try to stay away from that side of the court. But I don't like playing like that. I like using the whole floor. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll run on the left.
If nothing else, I'm gonna get out there with the cameras. If nothing else, get out there, get some pictures, get some video. Speaking of that, I got work tonight. The Chula Vista Suns got a scrimmage tonight.
Oh, okay. A scrimmage game?
They got a scrimmage tonight.
So they put their squad together already?
Yeah.
Cool.
They got Greg Hardy's on the team, bro.
Who's that?
He played. Oh, see, I thought you would know because you used to watch UFC and stuff. But he played in the NFL and then did UFC. Now he's doing basketball. He wants to be like the first athlete to play 3 professional major sports.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Him and some other dude, I forget his name, but some dude that played a couple years in the NBA. I'm like, how is he getting these dudes? Because he's not paying nobody. I'm like, how is he getting these dudes? But that's the pandemic. Dudes want to stay active and want to be doing something, want to be seen, I guess.
Yeah, you got the best team in town.
And I don't even know if the Kings are gonna have a team.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not trying to start any rumors. I just don't know. They haven't posted anything. I haven't heard anything. I texted with Abe the other day just to tap in, just to say what's up. I know he a family man, be working and stuff, but we didn't talk about the Kings or anything like that. I was just saying what's up, and he didn't mention anything about the Kings either. So he did say like I've been grinding in other areas. So.
Yeah. I mean,
we gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm looking forward to the scrimmage tonight though. It's gonna be dope.
Where's it at? What city?
It's down in San Diego, 7:00.
Y'all be on that work shift.
Feel it. Shoot, me too.
Overnight's week though.
I'm gonna have to get me one of them soon. I'd like to get me. I don't think I really need to. I'd like to get one soon though. But yeah, man, that was all I had, brother.
Yeah, me too. It was a cool little session.
For sure. I ain't gonna mess with these drops this go around. But it's ending anyway. The Family Room Podcast, episode 63. I'm Mike Rome.
Jesse Williams.
Thanks for tapping in with us, man. We out.
We'll holla.